In this video by Deck Plate we will be discussing the 3 fundamental requirements for obtaining service connection. Some of the most common 3 fundamental requirements for obtaining service connection experienced by military personnel. The 3 fundamental requirements for obtaining service-connected disability compensation. A veteran seeking service-connected disability compensation must satisfy 3 fundamental requirements before the VA will grant compensation benefits. 1. Evidence of a current disability. Veterans must provide medical evidence that they currently have a disability or medical condition. This can be a physical injury, mental health condition, or other health-related issue. The disability should be diagnosed and documented by a healthcare professional. To establish a current disability for the purpose of applying for service-connected disability compensation from the Department of Veterans Affairs, VA, you'll need to provide various types of evidence that demonstrate the existence of your current medical condition or disability. Here are some key types of evidence that can help show a current disability. Medical records. Medical records from your current healthcare providers are essential. These records should document your diagnosis, treatment, and the ongoing nature of your disability. Include records from doctors, specialists, hospitals, clinics, and any VA healthcare providers you have seen. Diagnosis. A formal diagnosis from a qualified healthcare professional is crucial. This should clearly state your medical condition, its severity, and how it affects your daily life. Treatment records. Include records of any treatments you have received for your condition, such as surgeries, medication prescriptions, physical therapy, or counseling. Buddy statements. Statements from friends, family members, or coworkers who can attest to the impact of your disability on your daily life and activities can be supportive evidence. Medical opinions. A medical opinion from a qualified healthcare provider that links your current disability to your military service, nexus opinion, can be critical. VA healthcare providers can provide these opinions, or you can seek them from private physicians. Diagnostic test results. Include results from relevant diagnostic tests, such as X-rays, MRI scans, blood tests, or other medical assessments that support your diagnosis. Continuity of treatment. Demonstrate that you have been consistently seeking medical care and treatment for your disability to establish its ongoing nature. 2. Evidence of an in-service event, injury, or illness. Veterans must establish that their disability or condition is related to an event, injury, or illness that occurred during their military service. This can include injuries sustained during combat, accidents during training, exposure to hazardous materials, or the aggravation of a pre-existing condition while in service. Service medical records, incident reports, and other documentation may be used to establish this connection. To establish evidence of an in-service event, injury, or illness for a service-connected disability claim with the Department of Veterans Affairs, VA, you will need specific documentation and records that demonstrate a clear connection between your current disability and something that occurred during your military service. Here are the key types of documentation that can help establish this connection. Service records, DD-214. Your DD-214 form is a crucial document that provides an overview of your military service, including dates of service, locations, and discharge status. It serves as proof of your military service. Service medical records. These records document any injuries, illnesses, or medical conditions you received treatment for during your military service. They should include information about the nature of the condition, treatments received, dates, and any related hospitalization records. Service-related incident reports. Any incident or accident reports that detail events leading to injuries or illnesses during your service should be included in your documentation. Witness statements. Statements from individuals who can attest to the in-service event, injury, or illness can be valuable evidence. This may include fellow service members who witnessed the event or knew about your condition during service. Photographs and personal records. If you have personal photographs or records that can support your claim, such as photos of the incident, letters, or journal entries, include them as supplementary evidence. VA medical records. If you received post-service medical treatment or care from the VA, include your VA medical records that relate to the same condition. These records can help establish the continuity of your condition and any treatment received after your military service. Statements from healthcare providers. Statements from current healthcare providers or specialists who have treated you for the condition, which discuss the link between the current disability and the in-service event, can be crucial. Buddy statements. Statements from fellow service members or colleagues who can attest to the circumstances of the in-service event, injury, or illness can strengthen your case. After-action reports. Military after-action reports or documents that detail significant events or operations during your service may help establish the context of the incident. Orders or deployment records. Orders or records related to deployments, missions, or assignments can help provide context for events that occurred during your service. 3. Medical nexus or connection. Veterans must demonstrate a link, often referred to as a nexus, between their current disability and the in-service event, injury, or illness. This typically involves obtaining a medical opinion or statement from a qualified healthcare provider that connects the disability to the veteran's military service. A medical nexus can be established through VA healthcare providers or by obtaining a private medical opinion if necessary. To establish a medical nexus or connection between your current disability and your military service, you will need to provide evidence that demonstrates a clear link between the two. This evidence is crucial for a successful service-connected disability claim with the Department of Veterans Affairs, VA. Here are key pieces of evidence that can help establish the medical nexus. Medical opinion or statement. Obtain a medical opinion or statement from a qualified healthcare provider, such as a physician or specialist, who can explicitly state that your current disability is related to or aggravated by your military service. The healthcare provider should provide a well-reasoned and documented opinion, addressing the cause and effect relationship between your service and the disability. Service medical records. Your service medical records should contain evidence of the initial diagnosis, treatment, and documentation of the disability during your military service. This documentation helps establish that the condition existed during your service. Post-service medical records include medical records from your VA healthcare providers or private physicians that demonstrate the continuity of care and treatment for the same disability after your military service. These records should show that the condition has persisted since service. Buddy statements. Statements from fellow service members or colleagues who can attest to the circumstances of your injury, illness, or the events leading to your disability can provide additional support. Buddy statements can help corroborate your account of the in-service event or conditions. Medical literature. Relevant medical literature or research that supports the connection between your current disability and the circumstances of your military service can be used to strengthen your claim. This literature should be cited in your claim submission. Secondary medical evidence. Include any other medical evidence or documentation that supports the nexus, such as X-rays, diagnostic test results, medical reports, or treatment records. Expert opinions. In some cases, consulting with a medical or vocational expert who can provide an expert opinion on the relationship between your disability and your military service may be beneficial. Sworn statements. The VA may accept sworn statements, sometimes referred to as lay statements, from individuals who have personal knowledge of your condition and its connection to your service. These statements should be notarized and signed by the individuals providing them. Thank you for watching our video. Please don't forget to subscribe and like our videos.